Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Let's see who we have in the house. Andrea. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for sharing. Hope Wellington Marshall. I'm so glad you're here and thank you for sharing. And Deirdre, I see you shared it out. Kathy Hand, Pat Moss. Oh, thank you for coming in this morning. It is a beautiful day. I am in the state of Georgia. And I'll be leaving here today headed for Florida, but right now I'm in a beautiful, beautiful spot, and I'll do some sharing about that. But first, let's go into our heart. Hand on your heart. Slow down your breathing. Add in the love. Add in joy. Breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. Put a smile on your face because Spirit magnifies incredible, loving energy. And then we do heart hugs. So pull somebody in close in your heart. Somebody maybe that's not here right now, but you want to call them in. Just say their name and pull them into your heart and give them a big, 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 big heart hug full of love. Good morning, Joanne. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful morning. So how's everybody doing? It's Tuesday. How are we feeling? Kathy, how are you doing? Are you back at work? And how's that going for you? I hope the healing is going well. So share. It's Thankful Tuesday. What have you got to be thankful for? I am thankful that I woke up this morning. Thankful for another day alive, another breath to take, another opportunity to share love and light into the world. What's your joy this morning? What's making your heart sing? And what made you get up out of bed? You have a reason for getting up and for being here. So we're missing some P's. Let's call them in. Let's call in our Brandy girl. I don't see her yet. Who else are we missing? Linda. Where is our Linda Lemieux? Who do you want to see in here with you? Just type their name in or say their name out loud. Send them a telepathic message that you want them on the cuppa and bring them in here. So joy, joy, joy. This is the year of joy. And there's so much to be thankful for, so much to be grateful for. And I want to start hearing some of your manifestations. We talked on yesterday, and every Monday we do um, some manifestation tools. I hope you used the one from yesterday, and I hope that you got some results from it. Oh, she's moving today. Yeah, that's very true. I always disliked moving myself. It was one of my least favorite things when I was living in one place. Now I live wherever I'm at, so it's a little easier, except I have to load and unload the car sometimes, and that can be a little traumatic, you know. Yeah, Auntie Jean, as far as I know, is still in the hospital, and let's all just remember her in our prayers and send her out lots of love for her to get out of that place and to be back with us. Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Brookie and Dylan and Max. Yeah, I figure Brandy's got her hands full right now, and hoping she can pop in for a minute anyway and give us an update and say hello to everyone. Pat's thankful to visit my Auntie Pauline, who is happily recovering from an illness. Oh, yay. Yay, I'm so glad that she's on the mend. And anyone else who's been under the weather or had some illness going on or surgeries or anything like that, I'm so glad that you're doing well. There's our Linda. We called her right in here, didn't we? And Hope is thankful for this weird weather. The sun is shining ever so brightly and it's warm. Yay! Well, I'm going into warmer weather as well. I'm headed to Florida. I will be there today, and I'll be getting out of that 20-degree weather and some more sunshine, hopefully, not liquid sunshine, but real bright sunshine and maybe even some beach time. I'm going to look forward to whatever I can get into down in Florida for sure. And Kathy says her toe is almost totally healed. Yes, wearing a wider toed shoe. I'm grateful for the antibiotic. Well, I am so glad that it helped. And Kathy, we're going to see you staying in that perfect health with all of your body, but especially the one that was screaming out at you for attention, and to just give gratitude. Grateful that it happened. So there's a lesson in every experience. Just figure out what that lesson was. All right. So, do we want story time this morning? Good morning, Leo. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, I'm hoping to see you while I'm down there, Leo. I'll be down there for the whole month of March, and then headed westward from there. I'll be headed out to Colorado after I visit with everyone in Florida and have some time with the beautiful two little doggies that I will be taking care of while I'm there for a few weeks. Okay, so if you want story time, you need just a bit of water, and then I'll share with you what the angels had to say to us about our animals in fur. So let me get that going, as the animals in the other room are getting all riled up this morning. All right, so the title of the message from the angels is Love Without Words, the Gentle Wisdom of Animals. When I go to say animals, it comes out angels, and I know they are. They're angels with 4 legs and lots of fur, or wings, or whatever they may have. The quote is from Jane Goodall. You cannot share your life with a dog or a cat and not know perfectly well that animals have personalities and minds and feeling. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia is a little town called Jasper. I drove through roads that twisted and turned through the mountain, And then my GPS said to turn on this little road called Flynn Fields. As I drove up the long driveway to the main house, I was greeted by the bleating of sheep and the oinking of pigs. I had heard of this wonderful animal rescue farm for years, as the owners are my nephew Michael and his wife Christy. I stopped in for the night to visit and finally see what all the fuss was about. The farm is extensive, and the animals have plenty of room to live comfortably. Christy took me on a tour in a four-wheeler, and I got to meet all the animals who are living their best lives possible. All rescues, all loved immensely. As we came to each section, the animals came running up to greet us. There were pigs and sheep, a donkey, turkeys, chicken, and cats. You can tell immediately how grateful each one is to be there, and that there is an interaction that takes place where the animals feel loved and seen. Part of their mission statement says, "We strive to make the world a better place by teaching compassion and acceptance while interacting with our animals." Inside the house are a myriad of rescued dogs, cats, bearded dragons, and a rabbit named Walter, who has the softest fur I think I have ever felt. He gave me a little nibble. Perhaps that is his love language. I will leave this place today with more warmth in my heart, knowing that these beautiful animals are so cared for and are receiving the love they deserve as part of God's amazing creation. In a world that often mistreats these beings or views them as something to discard, this is truly a little piece of heaven for them. Dear angels, animals are not mere creatures. They are sentient beings with hearts full of love, minds rich with wisdom, and spirits that speak without words. When we open our hearts to the animals who grace our lives, we are gifted with profound lessons in faith, trust, and divine love. They do not judge, they do not hold grudges, and they do not question their worth. They simply are perfect, whole, and beautifully connected to the great rhythm of life. Dear ones, to share your life with an animal is to know the purest form of companionship. It is to experience love without condition, trust without question, and joy in its most unfiltered state. A dog's wagging tail at your return, a cat's quiet presence by your side, these are not accidents of nature. They are expressions of a deeper soul connection, a divine orchestration reminding you that there is unity in all of creation. Animals carry within them a knowing, an understanding that often surpasses human intellect. They sense your moods, comfort you in your time of sorrow, and celebrate with you in your joy. When an animal rests its head on your lap, when you feel burdened, or curls up beside you when your heart is weary, it is not a coincidence, it is instinct. These are spiritual moments, reminders that love is the highest form of communication, transcending words and logic. When you open your hearts to the animals who grace your lives, you are gifted with profound lessons in faith, trust, and divine love. They do not judge, they do not hold grudges, and again, they do not question their worth. They simply are. Perhaps that is why losing an animal companion is so deeply painful. It is not just their presence you miss, but their spirit, their love, their quiet knowing that made life feel a little softer. But even in their passing, they leave you with a sacred truth. Love is eternal. The bonds you form with them are not bound by time or space. Their love lingers in the gentle rustle of the wind, in the warmth of the sunbeam they used to nap in the memories that never fade. The angels whisper, honor animals as sacred beings. messengers of wisdom and healing. They walk this earth with purpose, teaching patience, presence, and unconditional love. They remind you to be in the moment, to embrace the joy of a morning walk, to bask in the warmth of the sun, to simply be. Next time you look into the eyes of an animal, recognize the miracle before you. You are witnessing the soul of love itself, a reflection of the divine in a form so pure, so true, that it asks nothing of you except to be loved in return. What a beautiful gift that is. Today, I promise to see all the animals in my life as divine creations, worthy of acknowledgement of the love they give so freely, and will do my best to communicate that love back to them. If you want to find out more about this beautiful rescue farm where I'm at, you can go to their website, which is flynnfields.org on the website. They also have an Instagram page with lots of pictures of these beautiful animals. And their mission statement, providing a place of rescue for those individuals who may need it by facilitating unity between humans and animals. We strive to make the world a better place by teaching compassion and acceptance while interacting with our animals. It is a beautiful place. It's 25 acres, and the animals are all spread out, and they just be in their environment, free and unafraid, and so welcoming when a human comes up to them and they want to interact. They have opportunities here for people to do photo shoots with the animals, to just be around them and understand them more. And my nephew, Michael, is a decorated veteran. And so he's very open to any veterans that want to come and interact with the animals and be in this healing space. It is a healing space. It's beautiful. All animals provide healing to us, to our very soul. So I'm very grateful that I did this stop on the Peace on Earth tour to visit here in this beautiful place. And good morning, Debbie Ross and Lynn Marie. Thank you for joining us. And Brookie says, yes, indeed, I so love and appreciate our dark angel, Jinxie. I love little Jinxie. Good morning, Michelle Landers. I'm so glad you all were here for story time this morning. And Deirdre says, yep, Thumpy is my furry life force. I love your Thumpy. Oh, what a beautiful, amazing cat. Kathy says, I love this message about our fur and feathered friends. Unconditional love. That's exactly what it is. Leo says, I always thought of humans as pets for the animals, pets for the angels. The kind of unconditional love they give us is the kind of love humans have for their pets. No matter how misbehaved we are, there's always a compassionate angel trying to guide us. Absolutely. Leo, your beautiful cat, Sunshine, is a delight as well. Annie, good morning. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And Joanne, you know what it's like to have those beautiful animals, and your cat, they're just adorable. And Hope says, I didn't know Auntie Jean was in the hospital. I must have missed the show. I pray it is not too serious, sending her healing frequencies. Yeah, we don't know what the issue is yet. Hope, we just found out yesterday that she was in the hospital asking for prayers. So we're going to lift her up and pray that they find whatever it is that's going on that's making her not feel so well and get her back home. And Brookie says, big thanks to your nephew and family for creating such a beautiful, loving sanctuary. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. And the animals in the house are all just a delight. Each one of them has such a beautiful, different personality, and they all want attention. They all just want love. And I had one that just snuggled up beside of me and decided that I was his possession and nobody else could have me. So, so he's very jealous of any of the other ones that try to come nearby. Good morning, Jim. All right. So I hope you enjoyed story time. I enjoyed bringing it to you. And I'll be leaving this place today with, like I said, a little more warmth in my heart because I know that there's love and compassion going on for these animals. All of them rescues, all discarded. Um, and now here they are. And it happens so much in this world that someone gets an animal thinking that they're going to take care of it or it's going to stay small or whatever the case may be. And then they just leave it. And there's a lot of dogs that happens to. That breaks my heart because people will just set a dog out and not even think twice about how it's going to survive. And I know our Auntie Jean has rescued one of her animals that happened to. Someone just left it, and that was Harry. And she decided, nope, I'm going to give it a safe place to be. And I know Harry is really appreciative of that. Bricky says it took about 12 years with Jinxie in my life until she finally warmed up and started snuggling with me. So worth waiting for. It is. There's some beautiful cats here that have been rescued and are amazingly loving. And that's the thing with the animals. Even though they're mistreated and people discard them, they just want love. So when they do find a person, they give you all they've got. They give you their whole heart. Pat says, my brother and his partner go to take the dogs for a walk from the animal sanctuary near us on Christmas Day. How beautiful is that? Yes, they're very open to visitors, but you let them know first because it is private property. Uh, but visitors can come in and interact with the animals. I also got to see my great nephew. I think it's great nephew, the little one that you heard me talk about and that I was with at my sister Billy's house, little Harlan. He's running around now. He was crawling when I first saw him at Billy's, and now he's all over the place, chasing everything. And what a delight he is. And Sally said that was some mental emotional abuse that my mom would use against her daughters. She would take their new puppy or kitty away and desert them on the street somewhere and just drive away from them, leaving us heartbroken and crying our eyes out. It breaks my heart to see other people do that. It does me too, Sally. That's something that I just will never understand is the mistreatment of animals and the abandonment of them and just thinking that they'll survive on their own. And many don't. As I drive around the country, I see a lot of these ones that didn't make it and either get hit by a car or something else happens to them. So, yeah, let's pray for all of those that are abandoned, just like there are abandoned people. There are also abandoned animals. All right. Well, how about a few messages this morning? Let's do that before we get into our prayer time. And I have all three of the books, 1, 2, and 3. So pick whichever one you would like and give me a page number, and I will get that read for you. And again, any prayers, go ahead and type them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this story time today and this discussion about how our animals bring us so much joy and bring us that message and that teaching of unconditional love and staying present in the moment. Book 3, page 24 says Michelle Lenders. So let's go there. When you cling too tightly to rules, you lose your connection to that flow, the gentle current of divine guidance that whispers that there is something magical waiting for you if you only trust. Trust in yourselves, trust in the universe, and trust in the divine order that surpasses human logic. So many times we think we know everything, don't we? We think we know how everything works or how things are supposed to be in life. And if we just listen without thinking that we know it all, we're going to learn a lot from Spirit. We're going to be taught by the angels and guided by the angels as far as our life path. So thank you, Michelle, for picking that page. I love that message. Just let go and trust. And trust is, I think it's for all of us. Seriously, I think it's our big lesson to learn while we're here in this human form. When we come in, we're full of incredible innocence and knowing what love is. And we have to trust that we can keep in touch with that love, or if we lose sight of it, that we can get back to it. All right. So thank you for that message. And Brookie says, book 1, page 23. Okay. This is book 1, the tiny book of angel messages. We encourage you to live every moment with love in your heart and joy in your life. You will take the love and the joy with you as you enter the light. So make the most of every experience. Wow, does that go right along with our message from the angels today? The joy that you can get out of life. And animals bring so much more of that joy into our lives. And those that we surround ourselves with that are like-minded also bring us joy. And just loving on each other, living our life in the moment. I love that. Thank you for that. That was Brookie. And Sally says book 1, page 13 for the group. And look at you and Joanne on the same page. She's going to book 3, but this is book 1 first from page 13. When you are lying on the bathroom floor, filled with grief and rage, wanting the pain to disappear along with your tears, we are sitting right beside you on that cold tile. Let your passion and all your emotions flow freely. Those are the moments you are most authentic. You can never love too deep or care too much. Who picked that? Sally, you picked that. What a beautiful message. This is one of my favorite messages of all of the messages from all 3 books. And it just shows that we're never alone. When we think we are, when we go into our cave or bathroom floor or wherever we choose to just go away from everything for a moment, we're really not sitting there alone. We're not crying alone. We have help, and we have the beautiful love of the angels to surround us and hold us while we're going through that deep, dark night of the soul. So thank you for that. And book 3, page 13. Thank you, Joanne, for picking this page. This one says, I think we're sticking with the theme. Grief is a part of love, and by allowing it to be, you honor both the love you shared and the resilience within you. Through time and tears, you emerge stronger, carrying your memories as sacred parts of who you have become. You know, when someone leaves their physical body, we that love them are left with a little bit of a hole. We don't have that person or that animal to hold anymore. We can't just call them up or go into the other room and call them to us and pet on them and love on them. So that grief process is important. It's important because the more we loved, the deeper that grief, the deeper that hole seems. But just know, as the message told us from last night, they never leave. They're always there in spirit, and we can always just call up a memory and just hold them in our heart just as if they were there. Oh, Brookie, I'm so glad that that gave some enlightenment to your dream. Thank you for sharing it. And Hope says, happy solar return to Pat Moss's grandson, Grayson. Well, happy birthday, Grayson. So happy that you shared that. And Michelle says, lately I've been saying I can choose to see things differently. It is a choice. We have choice on how we're going to use our spiritual vision and look at things, see them differently. You know, Dr. Wayne Dyer says that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And it's not that those physical things have changed or a situation may not have changed. You change. And that's actually the title of one of my books is Life Changes When You Do. So the change happens within, not without. And we are going to do another changes book this year. I know several of you have mentioned to me that you want to put a story in that book. I've only got a couple of them. So if you want to tell me your story, you can either write it out yourself or you can record it or set a time with me so that we can record it together. We can do a Zoom recording. You can share your story, and then I will put it in written form. I'm making that offer to anyone who wants to share. And the reason for sharing is encouragement, inspiration, hope. So let me know, and let's get that book together. This month, Midnight Calls is coming out. It'll be on the 20th, which is our 5-year celebration of the Angelic River family. So be prepared that that book is going to launch on that day. I'm going to see what I can do about pre-orders so that you don't have to rush to buy it on that day. I'm going to check on Amazon and see if that's possible, that we can get it ordered ahead of time. Sally, you saw that with Joanne. Okay. I'm not sure what that was. And Sally, you would love to do it that way? Yes, let's do that. Absolutely. Just set a time with me and we'll set up a Zoom call. You can tell me your story and then I'll get it transcribed. So easy peasy. That's what I like, is to have that easy button so it doesn't have to be so complicated and it doesn't have to be hard. Life can be easy. It really can. We can figure it out together. And sometimes when we think, oh, I've got to write something, it can be kind of daunting if you're not a writer or you don't know where to start. But yeah, let's just make it happen, you guys. The world needs some more inspiration, some more hope, some more love. Oh, you were on the same page with Joanne. I gotcha. Okay, well, let's turn to our prayers. Thank you all for choosing the messages from the tiny books. And I hope that something that was brought out touched your heart. I hope that the message from the angels touched your heart today, because it certainly did touch mine. And I'm just immersed in all of this love energy. I'm going to be floating down the road as I drive toward Florida later today. So, and thank you for prayers for me as I travel down the road. It wasn't bad yesterday. I'm going to just intend that today will go just as well as I drive into the Sunshine State and get to visit with Linda. I can't wait to give a big Linda hug. All right, so I see that Deirdre has put up our daily prayer. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, prayers for our United States, and travel prayers for all traveling P's, and prayers for our Auntie Jean. And I'm going to add in there anyone who is feeling a struggle right now, a challenge in life, something that you're going through. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and all of those living in fear of another, and also keeping Auntie Jean in our prayers, wrapping her in a bubble of protection, of love and light. Thank you, Sally. What a beautiful prayer. Marietta, thank you for being here, my sweetheart lady. Let every thought of doubt vanish from my mind, that I may know the truth, and the trust may make me free. Thank you. What a beautiful. The truth may make me free. Yes, we shall know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. And Leo is having surgery tomorrow morning. So, Leo, we'll be right there with you and praying that everything is absolutely working perfectly. And Bricky says, I found one of my mom's journals at my dad's yesterday, and it had a few entries written directly to me. It's such an incredible gift right after I asked to find or read something that she wrote. Beautiful. What a manifestation. I think that is just awesome. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Let's just find the love. Let's dig deep today and find love in our heart. Love for our fellow beings, the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, those that swim. Let's just find love. Close your eyes if you can safely. Breathe in love. Let that love immerse inside of you, go through every part of your being, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Just feel love. Feel the warmth. Feel the joy that it brings. Sometimes we think of love and it might not have a warm connotation to it. But those are the things we need to release. The past experiences. Learn the lesson from them and love them just as you love a cherished loved one. Love all of those memories, all those experiences. And release the love when you exhale, sending it out like a ripple into the world. As you breathe in the next breath, hold something or someone dear to your heart. Maybe it is an animal, either with you now or one that's in spirit. Maybe it's a loved one that's here now or in spirit. Maybe it's a place on this earth that you just love being. A gentle brook, a lake, the beachside. Just hold that warmth and that joy in your heart and allow yourself a moment to be in love. Let's just do that. Just breathe in the love, breathe in the warmth, listen to the sounds of nature. Think about all of those gathered here together right now and send love from your heart to each person. With your next breath in, send love to all these prayer requests, everything that was read, the long prayer list that's written, those who are struggling right now in one form or another, those who are looking toward some experience of surgeries or some other type of medical intervention, those who are struggling mentally, all of those touched by the absence of a loved one. Let's pray for those who are holding on to grief, who are holding on to sadness. Pray that peace can fall in our hearts. peace in our homes, peace in our countries. And let's lift all of these prayers together. When we lift together, it's easy. We all have a part in it. So let's envision us all gathered around in a circle, lifting these prayers up, up, up to a higher plane, and then go higher yet. We're going right to the great central sun and meeting there with the Creator who will take these burdens from us, who will acknowledge them, love on them, and answer for the best and highest good of all. And let's share gratitude and love with all of the divine and with the angels who help us every moment of every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we adore you. And we all say, and so it is. Amen. What joy to be able to minister in this way, to be able to hold each other and love each other, whatever we're going through. And Hope, I just saw your message, and yes, I will add them. Your friend Jennifer's aunt, I will add her to the list that we have that we will revisit tomorrow morning. We'll go over that wonderful prayer list and all that are on it, and you can give us your updates. Right now, we're going to love on each other. And I'm going to turn the little birdies off and turn our Leo's music on that he has generated for us, the Morning Cuppa. And let's all just get behind the energy of joy as he sings to us.
It's time to get up.
Thank you, Sally. And Tony, I love you both so much.
Have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the
He's in the pod, that's us.
Thank you, I love you, namaste.
Jim, I'm so glad you were with us today. And Linda, I'll see you later. I'll remember that when I watch it, Leo. We are the winning team.
Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Hey, y'all.
Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. Okay, get ready for the AAA dance.
There really is no secret.
Just simply accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. Oh, me too, Linda. Absolutely.
Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cup of joy. Cup of joy.
Thank you, Deirdre, for helping our Leo. We all love the end of this song. Right, Michelle? Woohoo! Woo! And Michelle, I hope I get to see you when I come into Florida this time. That would be awesome. I'm going to be in DeLand, not too far from you. And woohoo with love. All right, you all. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And have an amazingly beautiful, wonderful day. Reach out to somebody today. Give them some love. And if you have an animal, one of those angels in fur, give them an extra special pat on the head today. Give them a little bit of human interaction that says, I see you. You're just so beautiful and amazing. And thank you for being in my life. That's what you're saying when you pay attention to them. And they'll respond to that. They always respond with the love that's given to them. So I will see you all back here tomorrow morning for the Morning Cuppa, and keep me in your prayers throughout the day as I tootle down the road towards Florida. I'll see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.